War in Sudan is a war I describe as a stupid war. Sudan was previously ruled by a man called Omar al-Bashir. Omar al-Bashir ruled Sudan for more than 2 decades. He was actually a dictator and the people was tired of his ruling. There was a protest throughout the entire Sudan. People of Sudan wanted change, they wanted democracy. So they protested for democracy. And 2 generals helped the people out to oust Omar al-Bashir, General al-Bahan and General Mohammed Hamhan helped the people to oust Omar al-Bashir. But after ousting Omar al-Bashir, the people insisted they did not want another military ruler. They want a democratic government. The 2 generals decided for General Omar al-Bahan to become the leader of Sudan. Now, the rift between them on when the army belonging to General Hamhan to actually combine with the Sudanese army caused a huge rift between the 2 generals. The timing was actually a disaster, and I think the 2 of them was actually paranoid of what will happen after the army might have been joined. And this was how the bombing, this displacement, the killing of individuals who live in Sudan, the bombing of infrastructure, the destruction of the country, the economic breakdown of the country actually started through this war that happened for more than 2 years, and it doesn't gain an international recognition, which is quite bad. The military of Sudan have the taxpayers' money. Sudan is actually poor, but they can actually at least afford to buy guns and some bombs. But the other army, which is run by Mohammed Hamhan, how exactly did they get the money to actually run their army for more than a year? The Sudanese government have went as far as the international court to stop funding the RSF, but UAE government will always resist and say they never sponsored them, they never have their hand on what is actually happening in Sudan. But in exchange, the RSF actually give the UAE gold and mineral resources in exchange for those ammunition for funding. The international court striked that case out, citing there is absolutely no much evidence that the Sudanese government. So I think that UAE have a hand in what is happening in Sudan. I think they are actually sponsoring it because they are gaining out of it. They are gaining raw materials so cheap out of the war that is happening in Sudan. But one other question I really want to ask these 2 military soldiers who are destroying their countries is, after destroying those houses, those buildings, after killing thousands and thousands of people, after destroying a whole lot